and I know this might have some people up in arms. Welcome back to Wifflemas. It's Nickens. Going over with our fourth best team. This year it is, of course, the Midwest Mallards. I know, Mallards fans. I know you're not happy in the comments. I'm very sorry. Yes, the Mallards were 10-5. I know maybe I shouldn't dock them for losing to the Eagles. I just have a fundamental issue with everything that would happen this season. I think that it kind of gets exposed that the Mallards, when it comes to playoff time, they don't necessarily have the depth yet. To defeat a team like the Eagles or the D-backs. I know. I know you guys are. No, I can hear it in the comments. I can hear it, everything already. Yes, everybody had a really good year. Jordan Robles played amazing. Tommy Coughlin and Jordan Robles also on batting played amazing. But when it came down to it, I mean, where were those third, fourth guys for the Mallards in the playoffs? Right? I mean, you relied on Jordan Robles so much. Turns out he played really good during the season, kind of harder to figure out, kind of got figured out by the Eagles later on. Who were the guys that were really there for batting in the playoffs, right? And Tommy had a 200 average, but everybody else was below 200 or got struck out. So what's going on? Either there needs to be improvements and those guys need to pick up consistency. Maybe it was a one-off game. Maybe I'm too hard on just a playoff series. But, this has kind of been a recurring theme is that the Mallards, they'll get to a place, where we're so confident we're getting there, and then it all just seems like they're missing that extra piece, that extra oomph. Kind of like with the Preds, a very similar team, the Preds. And I think, they have three solid guys. Tommy, Jordan, you can interchange Coleman, Irwin based off who's pitching, based off who's batting. But that fourth guy still seems to elude them. Beat Easy didn't have a bad year, and Carlington didn't have a bad year. However, not necessarily the guys that are your super solid number four, not necessarily like a Liam Jackson type of player, or a Ryan Kelly type of player either. You need that consistency. And I felt like the Mallards, again, needed more of a person who is that anchor position, somebody who really anchors them when Tommy's not doing well or Robles is not doing well. And Combs Young, he'll improve. I know statistically the Mallards were, top 4 in the league, both pitching and batting during the regular season, but it doesn't necessarily matter if you don't do that in the postseason. I know I'm gonna get some heat for where I have the Mallards. I know, but I really think that I'm still doubting this kind of core that they built. I'm looking for Tommy to maybe do something different or find some way to really develop those guys. I know Robles is going to be able to do that because he has so much experience. Tommy has a ton of experience. He's healthy. He's back. He's a guy who can get it done. Is Caden Irwin, are those guys the answers? And they maybe those guys are the answers, but they need development. They still need consistency. And I'm hoping that they do that. I really hope. I really not a guy who roots against people, especially in MLW and wiffle ball as a sport. But I mean, they've got to be able to pick it up more. 10 wins this season. A double-digit win season is really hard to do. It's impressive to do in MLW. Yes, you got swept by the Wildcats early on, but that was a very hot Wildcats team, and it seemed like as more gone on, they did not play as well, and the Mallards just kept playing well. I think there really isn't too much more to say. This is one of those teams, I don't necessarily know the answer. Is it really that they need to go out and get some super amazing player? Do they need to trade for somebody? I don't think so. I don't think that somehow this is just, a Mallards need to find the next best thing, or hit a. I don't think it's a reset button year either. I think you continue with the guys you got. I think you continue to develop them. Maybe Matt Carlington really improves. Maybe Caden really improves. Maybe you get a rookie in the draft who is able to boost the morale, boost the consistency. But other than that, I think you got an all-star in Tommy and Jordan. Those guys are going to be there for a while. Jordan is constantly practicing and playing. So is Tommy. So we'll see. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this in the comments. What do you guys think about the Mallards? Do you agree 4? Or do you think they should be higher? Or maybe lower. Maybe you think they should be lower. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm Nickens. I'll see you guys later.